Now, Trump invoked the infamous 2000 contested election and said he is keeping his options open in order to, quote, protect the voters.
Of course, I would accept a clear election result, but I would also reserve my right to contest or file a legal challenge in the case of a questionable result.
Joining me now, Democratic strategist Robin Biro, Fox News Latino contributor Lili Valleta, and election attorney David Di Pietro. Good to see you all. David, first to you, what is wrong, for goodness sakes, with waiting for the results of the election before you decide to give an unqualified acceptance of that election?
Because it kind of shows where we've gone from our society. In 1960, Richard Nixon probably had a good legal challenge to challenge the presidential election, what went on in Chicago with potential election fraud. And he decided, for the betterment of the country, to let it pass and let our country move on. Then through 2000 with litigation, is now judges and lawyers are going to decide who's going to become the president of the United States. I think that's a troubling sign to allow a contest before you have an actual evidence of an election law violation.
Hold on
and remember,
because Lili, we have had a number. Nothing has been absolutely documented, as a matter of fact. Although we're beginning to get there with information that's coming out. We'll talk about that in a moment. But haven't there been enough suspicious activities to at least question whether this is an open process?
Well, look at my state, Florida.
That's for Lili. Go ahead, Lili.
No, we live in a democracy, and obviously, if he wants to contest the results, be my guest. However, the comment is irresponsible and is defiant to the core of the American democracy, because when he questions the result, it's also going to question the potential victory of his fellow Republicans in key states. So it sounds very convenient, very one-sided. And once again, I don't think it's the best move at this point, just weeks away from the election, for him to come down and go down this path.
I don't know. Everything that has happened in the past week, everything that's being uncovered would seem to indicate otherwise. But, Robin, even now, what is it, 16 years later, after 2000, Al Gore is still suggesting that the results of that election were wrong. Take a listen.
Take it from me, it was a very close election. Elections, here's my point. I don't want you to be in a position years from now where you welcome Hillary Clinton and say, actually, you did win. It just wasn't close enough to make sure that all the votes were counted or whatever.
Robin, it's clear that Al Gore still has not accepted his defeat in 2000. The people in that audience, his supporters, have not accepted. They all shouted, "You won, you won, you won." There's a difference between conceding and accepting an election result, correct?
That is absolutely correct. And, you know, I just want to point out that Donald Trump has also proclaimed himself the winner of each one of these debates. I got to say, I wouldn't be at all surprised
if come November 8th... Hillary has
'8...
declared herself the winner of each one of these debates.
True. I wouldn't be surprised, though, that regardless of the results, if he just proclaims himself the winner of the election, and that leaves it up to the election officials to tell us and have us accept those results. But I hope that he does not undercut the 200-plus year history of civility of democracy.